Have the S&P trading in record territory once again, moving up about 1/3 of 1% among the big traders in the United States. Nvidia is higher and Tesla has edged up a bit. The global investment firm Carlyle is making some waves. It has agreed to buy a majority stake in Toronto-based Adastra Group. It's an IT consultancy firm. We are joined by Rahim Hajee, North American CEO at Adastra. Thanks very much for coming on the show.
Hi, Andrew. Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
So just remind us, how does Adastra make money? What's your fundamental business?
Yeah, thank you so much. We're a global leader in AI, data, and cloud consulting with over 2,200 employees across 10 countries and clients in more than 40. We've become a go-to partner for enterprises that want to transform with AI, data, and cloud. And now with Carlyle, we're ready to take that to the next level.
So you apparently have a very unique structure. You're a Canadian-Czech company. You're run out of Canada and Prague?
Correct, yeah. We have both headquarters in both cities, and we grew initially separately, but eventually combined forces together to leverage the best of both worlds and grow our brand.
And the company is the brainchild, according to the Globe, of Jan Mrazek. I'm sure I pronounced that wrong. Czech has some pretty funny sounds, as I'm sure you know. He's originally from Prague, but he moved to Toronto and then worked for the Bank of Montreal in the 1990s. But interesting that it has this dual identity, the company.
Yeah, it's pronounced Jan, so it's a good try. Adastra story began over 25 years ago with the three founders, Jan, and Peter, launching Adastra in both regions with a simple mission, helping organizations unlock the value of their data. And from their origins, they grew organically and through strategic acquisition without any outside capital investment. And this has allowed us to build a truly global and cosmopolitan company with operations now in North America, Europe, and Asia.
And the company, according to the Globe again, made a rare disclosure, I mean, it's private, doesn't have to disclose numbers, of annual revenue of about $220 million US. That was in late 2023. Is that the ballpark for the company's revenue?
So, Andrew, yeah, we won't be sharing financial information, and we haven't publicly disclosed any of the terms. But what I can say is, we are a global brand. We do have large revenues with large enterprise clients across the globe.
So it's interesting. One thing you're apparently helping banks with is to make adjudication decisions. Using AI to help banks make adjudication decisions. How would that work?
So banks have many different processes that they entail with, and I think our AI-driven solutions help drive efficiency and optimization and help with more of a human-in-the-loop intervention to make sure that there's accuracy in decisions that are made, specifically in banking and regulatory processes.
You didn't go with an IPO, just private equity seemed like the better route. Can you give us an idea of your thinking there?
Yeah, so with, we work with JPM very closely as advisors to help get through this deal. I think the process we wanted to go through was to help structure the organization for future growth, especially with AI, such a hot commodity in the market today. And JPM advised us, how to evaluate all of our options. We went through a very deliberate and thoughtful search to find the right growth partner to support Adastra's strategy. This happened over the course of several months. Through various different presentations and investor landscapes. And I would say that, of all of our options presented, Carlyle really stood out from day one. They brought the global experience, the strategic alignment, and a clear belief in the future that we were trying to build. And it was just a natural fit to go with the private equity backing on vision and values.
Give us an idea of how AI has changed the workplace at your company.
So, we've been helping organizations help their initiatives by transforming AI in their organizations, as well as doing our own internal transformation journey. I feel, the market will shift towards leveraging AI as a tool to help accelerate everything that organizations want to accomplish, either to, help with operational efficiency, try and find new means of revenue growth, getting faster time to market, improving the customer experience. And I think that the key aspect of it is making sure that you have the right use cases in place that you want to capitalize on and implement to be true to your organization, to drive true value. Not doing it just for the sake of doing it, but making sure that it helps your organization grow in the way that it should.
What about employment? Are you using fewer programmers, for example, because AI is replacing some of the more routine stuff?
So interestingly enough, we're not. We're actually expanding our capability. More organizations are coming us to deliver more, and our growth structure is about upskilling our resources to do more with AI. So we're not reducing any of the load. We're actually increasing our capacity to scale and provide better value and service to our clients. We're introducing new offers. This, of course, requires different skill sets and new capabilities to help organizations get there.
And just remind us, is the global language of IT English? Just because I say the company has this dual identity, Czech and English, but basically in the IT industry around the world, is English the thing that's used?
Yeah, other than the ones and zeros of the binary language, English seems to be a prominent language being used. And there's flavors here and there of Chinese, of other European languages that are very familiar, and we're well versed at communicating that way.
And just remind us, does it come up for you, data center capacity? I don't know if you get involved in that. Obviously, some of your customers are running a lot of computing. Do you help them obtain data center capacity?
Yeah, we're very well partnered with hyperscaler giants such as Microsoft and AWS and Google, and we work with our clients to help enable them on a multi-cloud environment to help gain the right infrastructure for the power that they need to run their AI initiatives and get insights from their data.
Is it, though, has it been a problem? Do you ever run up against capacity issues? You can't get all the data center power that you want?
So I think with careful planning and understanding what the true use cases are underlying, we aim to plan with our customers the right way to scale on a capacity sense. I think our hyperscaler partners have been great at adding capacity where needed to support the growth. I think you might hear certain differences with the giants of OpenAI or Perplexity, where they really need that large compute power. But for our customers, I think scaling with the right hyperscaler partner, designing the right way going forward, really alleviates that concern.
Thanks very much, Rahim. Rahim Hajee,
thank you so much.
North American CEO of the IT consultancy firm Adastra. Coming up, we are going to talk more about